Sanibonani. Igama lami nguZola wakwaSibili.
Abusheni. My name is Lebo Hlungwane.
Ndivotise kuwe mfundisi zapho ndivotise nakuni bafundi. Mna igama lam ndingumzandile efanye ndingumzolo.
Dumelang, lebitso la ka ke Katlego Leupela.
Hi everyone, my name is Laura from Rowan.
Hi. My surname is Matachini. My name is Con.
Guys, igama lami ndinguMihle Maqhubela.
And I am going to take you through my language biography. My home language is Setswana. I learned it from my parents, my family, my friends, and community at large. A trilingual township, and the most dominant language was Setswana. That's how I also learned it. My first encounter with the English language was in primary school because I had to formally communicate with my friends, classmates, and teacher. Learning English at primary school was not that difficult because I was always watching animated shows, therefore, learning it was not that difficult. I can confidently say I can read, write, sing, and do many other things using the English language. Later, I was introduced to Afrikaans, and whoa, that was so difficult in terms of pronunciation because there are some certain words in English that are pronounced different in Afrikaans. For instance, water is pronounced as water. Therefore, I had to learn these languages very fast. And yeah, so Afrikaans is also that language that I can hear when people are talking, but I can't actually respond. I am so grateful for learning these two languages because I can have conversations with other people who can't speak my home language, and that's very, very nice because communicating the language, or rather languages that I'm most comfortable is English and Setswana. That's how I communicate with most people. So that's basically my language biography, which are the three languages that I know, and I intend on learning more languages this year and the coming years.
What is isiXhosa language biography? Xhosa language biography is a biographical account or a combination of definitions between the language and culture of the isiXhosa speaking people. How it arrived, where and when. A long time ago, when there were no technical advances, our forefathers loved and respected our cultures. There was nothing that could be done without first having to do it the proper way, which is the cultural way. Our fathers used to consult with the ancestors and burning the impepho that was necessary for communication with the ancestors. It is said that many years ago there was a person named Xhosa and Chawe, which we all descended from. The supreme being amongst the Xhosa is called Uthixo or Uqamatha. People make their wishes using the traditional language.
And I am originally from Limpopo, Guyana, which is primarily a Tsonga-speaking environment. I later relocated to Pretoria, which is a Tswana-speaking environment. And this is my language biography. I can speak 5 languages: Tsonga, Abusheni, Minjani, Tswana, Dumelang, Lekai, Venda, Dumacheroni, Pofohani, English, good morning, how are you? And Afrikaans, Goeiemôre, hoe gaan dit? My home language is Xitsonga. How did I acquire this language? I grew up in a Tsonga speaking environment, and I also listened to my parents' vernacular. The skills that I can perform in all 5 languages include reading, writing, speaking, and singing. My language weaknesses include grammar construction and limited vocabulary, specifically in the English and Afrikaans language. How did I learn my second languages? I learned Afrikaans and English in school. I learned Tshivenda during my holiday visits in a place called Limpopo, Venda. And I learned Tswana when I relocated to Pretoria in 2013. My language strengths include the ability to use the languages creatively. My favorite of the 5 languages that I acquire is Chivenda because I believe that it is an ideal tool for human expressions in its different forms and features. Yisona.
Zanyelwa kwisithili sasejoqaba kwidolofana yaseMount ndizalwa ngumama wakhona Mzolo, utata enguthandele Mzolo. Abazali bami bobabini ngamaXhosa, kunjalo nje nam ke ndingumXhosa ngoba kaloku ndiligazi lamaXhosa. Kwindawo endikhule ndihlala kuyo kwidolofana yaseMount ndikhule ndihlala neentlanga ezimbini ixesha elininzi, abeSuthu namaXhosa, njengoba ndingumXhosa nam. Kunjalo nje ke ndifunde lukhulu ngezi leta zimbini, ndifundile ukuthi singabantu asifani. Sohlukile ngokwentetha nangokwezinxibo zethu, njalo ngamasiko. Apha kwaXhosa ke thina singamaXhosa sohluke ngamasiko ngoba kaloku umXhosa umbona ngesinxibo uba lona ngumXhosa. Ngokunjalo ke nakwezinye iintlanga. Ngokwezi zombini ndifunde lukhulu bazali, ndifundile ukuthi ndiyakwazi ukubhala. Zininzi iindlela zokubhala apha kwezi zombini endizifundileyo. Ndifunda nokuthetha njengoko ndiva ndithetha. Ndifundile ukuthi kubalulekile ukuba ungumntu ungazi intetha enye, ungaxhomekeki kwintetha ozalwa ngayo, wazi ezinye iintetha ngoba kaloku yeyona ndlela yokuxhobana nabanye abantu ngokwentetha ebayithethayo. Enkosi.
About my language biography. So basically, I can only speak 2 languages, Afrikaans and English. Afrikaans is my home language and I acquired it from my family because everyone in my family are Afrikaans spoken people. English, my first additional language, I acquired from school because it was one of the subjects that I needed to do. Between the 2 languages, I would say Afrikaans is my favorite language because I feel comfortable when speaking it and expressing myself much better in Afrikaans than in English. The skills that I can perform in Afrikaans and English is read with understanding, write, speak, listen, and sing a lot of it. My weaknesses in both languages are that I am terrified of doing orals and speaking in front of a crowd of people. My strengths are that I can speak with confidence, but I can't speak fluently. Thank you for watching my video.
I have to talk about my language biography. Language is a system of communication used by a particular country and a community. Biography is a detailed description of a person's life, involves basic facts like education, work, and death. My surname is Matachini. My name is Connor. I was born on 26th May of 2003. I was born by my loving mother and father. I was born at a small town called Lusiksik at Bobin location. I'm currently speak Xhosa, but my heritage belongs in Pondo people. I did my matric at Toli Senior Secondary School. I learned my mother's tongue from my parents and my siblings. The first words that were easy to call was mama and dada. My second language is English. I learned English at school. It was my first time to speak English properly on grade 3 because I was too young to speak other languages. I was forced to speak English in my class. It was hard to quote numerous words, but now I'm good to speak English. It is good to know your language in order to communicate with others, and to know languages give more communicative skills. Your language is used to connect you with your ancestors.
I'll be talking how Xhosa developed in the modern society. Xhosa people currently make up approximately 18% of the Xhosa South African population. The Xhosas are the second largest cultural group in South Africa after the Zulu-speaking nation. Let me take you back in the time during apartheid. Adult literacy rates were as low as 30%, and in 1996 studies estimated the literacy level of first language Xhosa speakers at approximately 50%. There have been advances since then. Education in primary school serving Xhosa speaking communities is conducted in Xhosa. Xhosa is still considered as a study subject. However, it is possible in a major subject in Xhosa university level. Most students at Nelson Mandela and other universities such as Walter Sisulu Forte speak Xhosa. University usually offers courses in Xhosa for both mother and non-mother tongue speaking. The Xhosa kingdom is made up of two houses, the houses of the Gcaleka house and the Radebe house, known as the right-hand side house. The Radebe house is made up of chiefs, Amangqika, Amambalu, Amandinde, etc. The traditional Xhosa territory is between the Mbasha River and the Xelelwa River. And nowadays, Xhosa people are found all over the country, but mostly in Western Cape and in Eastern Cape. Xhosa is an agglutinative tonal language of the Bantu family. While Xhosas call their language Xhosa, it is usually referred to as Xhosa in English. Written Xhosa uses Latin language alphabet-based system. Thank you guys.